Look at what we've done. Joking our world, loading the gun. Some minds are free. Greed is a prison, so hard to see. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? Oh, look at what we've done. Oh, look at what we've done. Nothing left to give. Bracking the earth, the place where we live. Water we can't drink. Chemical spills, rivers that stink. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? Oh, look at what we've done. Oh, look at what we've done. Tell me it's not true. So many lies. You always
How y'all doing, baby? That's another song by our friend John Lawrence out of Tallahassee, Florida. And sometimes I just like listening to it, baby, to remind myself somebody's got to stand up. Somebody's got to say something. We all got to say something. Shit, we all got to stand up. Anyway, who stood up with me? Nancy Halverson is here. Thank you very much. Bart Larson is here. Gary Spring is with us all the way from Canada. We appreciate you, brother. Teresa Diggum is here. Jeanette Miller. Let me see. Randy Peterson. Woo, multi a lot. I've seen the picture, buddy. You're doing a fine job out there. I'm telling you, it looks good. Your sister's really going to be happy with you. Let me see. Linda Gallup is here. That smart-ass squaw is here. Thank you very much, Martha. Deborah Douglas. Let me see. Bruce Preston is here. Renee Aries, thank you for being here. Yo, how's it going? Let me see. Jane Shanky, hello, Blue Dots. Kelly K. Duncan, thank you for being here. Carol Lowe, George Andrade. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. Linda Calabro, thank you. There's Johnny Carolyn Majesco, Jeanette Miller, Deborah. Let me get on down here. I know Bernadette Pri is with us. Billy Plains, Jeff Curry. Let me see. Man, this is filling up fast, baby. I can't even find the bottom down here. Catch up. I'll have to read them later. Anyway, it is Sunday, baby. I'm glad y'all are here for another Blue Dot family meeting. And boy, have you seen did y'all see the news today? Did y'all see the Republicans come out and just, oh Lordly Jim jacking off Jordan hit the roof. You got Lindsey Graham out there going crazy. You got that new presidential candidate, what was his name? Boswami or something like that. I don't know. They're all going nuts, demanding that justice be done and Donnie released and end up as Grand Poobah. Hey, I got mail, baby. I got mail. I got a nice card from Trudy Baxter, who is, by the way, I hope you like my shirt. Let me get this out of the way real quick. Turn Texas Blue, baby. This is the third one that Trudy sent to me. I have one more. There was 4 in the package, and Trudy's fixing to have her hip replaced, I think. Hip? Yeah, hip. And she wanted to be at the Blue Dot family hookup in San Antonio, but wasn't able to. Darling, your love was there, and I appreciate it. And so was your T-shirt. I like that T-shirt. Anyway, I also got my funny times from Alan Roberts. Paulette Hallback sent me this for years. I got used to it. It went away. And Alan has taken up the cause. Alan, thank you so much for this because I enjoy it tremendously. It's a great read every time I get it. There's full of articles in there. And anyway, what else have you been reading, John? Just this, baby. Just this. I mean to tell you, it ought to be required reading everywhere for everybody. Let me see what I can do here. Because my buttons are not working. I don't know, I restarted my computer, went through everything here, and the buttons aren't working, so I'm having to do it all by hand. And let me get my two co-hosts up here. Mr. Chick, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, John.
Yeah. Have you read it? I know you did.
I read it through once. I haven't gone back for a second read.
I'm in the same position. I've read it one time. I want to go back for the second read with my highlighter and in little tabs to mark where I want to pull up a certain quote out of it.
Right.
It is an amazing read, and it doesn't take that long to get to it. It's pretty straightforward and outright, and I'm
Which
waiting.
is why I'm avoiding watching the talking heads because blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. You should have seen
We
him this
know as much
morning.
as they
Oh,
do.
they was on fire this morning for him, I'm telling you. But, yeah, we'll get to it. Hey, Bernadette, how are you, darling? Bernie?
Gotta unmute, Bernie.
Gotta unmute, baby. There, she's not unmuting. She'll be here in just a second. Probably has something on the stove or something. Something going on, I'm sure.
Something's up.
Yeah. Oh, I know she read it. I know.
You know what my big concern is right now, John?
What?
Is the idea that there will be some people, and pick the group, but that are going to be threatening us with violence. Not just Tuesday, but just in general.
It seems to be the language that's starting to come out of the right, and including Donnie Boy himself. He's using the same language now that he used right prior to January 6th.
Yep. He's trying to get them all to show up at Mar-a-Lago.
Sure. Well, they want them all to show up at the courthouse in Miami. That's where he wants a big crowd out. He's going to give a speech not at Miami. He's going to wait until. I got problems on my board. Let's try that again. There she is. Still muted up, Bernadette.
Is he going to try and do some kind of like rally thing?
He's going to give some kind of speech at Bedminster. He's going to leave Florida right after the arraignment and fly up to New Jersey and give a speech this evening.
Because they all love him there, huh?
Oh yeah, they're going to love him there. Hey, before we get all wrapped up, and while we wait on Bernadette to unmute her mic, oh, there she went again. She must be having trouble. What I do want to brag about this evening, you know what I did, Miss Chick?
What?
I just ate me a bowl of, real quick too, and a big bowl of, well, it was a medium-sized bowl because I ate it quick. Of menudo. You ever had menudo?
Oh, I have not.
You have not. This was.
It's not something that happens in my area.
Not up your area. This was delivered today by Joe Garcia. Joe and his beautiful wife Maria made the menudo, and also brought me a jar of hot sauce. Joe?
Yes, sir.
I knew it was hot the minute I put that chip in there and took a bite and started hiccuping. Oh, yeah. My tongue was on fire, brother.
I told you.
The menudo, brother, it was great. The tripas, tender, brother, tender. Did you cook those?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
They were tender, brother.
Now, John, you're probably going to have to explain what menudo is to Aussie Dave.
It's Joe. It's like a soup. It's like a soup and a stew combined.
wouldn't it remind you more of a gumbo type deal?
It would be. It would be more
It
like
looks
a
like a
gumbo,
gumbo.
like a Mexican gumbo,
Yeah, Mexican
made
gumbo.
with tripas,
No,
hominy,
it's made with hominy and beef tripe.
beef tripe.
Yes, sir.
That's intestines for the down
No,
under,
no,
No,
No, it's the
isn't
stomach.
it?
it's the stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, the
stomach.
stomach. Okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
the stomach.
it's the
Yeah.
stomach.
Joe,
It, but it's not disgusting. It's
Ma-
awesome.
Marcia loved the juice.
All
You can
right.
chase Marcia down the
All
street with tripas. She don't like them. I said, well, good. This is a big pot. It's all for me. Tyler loves it. Oh,
That's
yeah.
how some people feel about, some black people feel about chitlins.
Yeah, some people don't like chitlins.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
I'm
it.
going to pray for those people. How
Some
are you,
black people is
Bernadette?
not gonna eat that.
Or
I'm
blood
good.
sausage.
That was weird. Discord was muting me on the way in. I had no buttons or anything else. I had to
Really?
literally restart my device. So that was-
Teresa
wow.
Diggum.
That's the
Ooh.
first time that ever happened,
A
so
lot
it
of
was
people.
kind of weird. So,
Oh.
the Discord gods got me,
Uh-oh.
and yeah.
Well, I'm
Well,
glad.
you-
And that's because she was wound up and ready to go.
Oh, don't worry. Doesn't take much to wind that woman up.
I'm telling you.
You know,
Uh,
I truly believe that the Republicans want the same thing that we do, justice. They just want it for 2016 and Hillary, and
Yeah.
you know, it's been a few years, y'all. You should really come into 2023 and deal
Yeah.
with what's going on in the present, because in the
Right.
present, your cult leader looks guilty as fuck.
His
Oh.
They
own
don't want to be in the present.
his own attorney general this morning.
I saw Bill Barr.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope everybody saw
But I
Bill Barr.
also saw Lindsey Graham crying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yep, yep.
it's they're going to be belly aching for
His
a
lacy
while.
panties are wound really tight.
And that's exactly what they did. Was they went back in the past. How about Hillary and how about
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Biden?
Oh, that's all
You know,
that's all they
Jacket off
got.
Jordan could do. Point to
That's all they
everything
got.
else.
But if you notice that this whataboutism is not defending Trump.
No.
No, not at all.
Well,
Deflection.
Yeah. It's
More
deflecting it.
distraction.
Yeah.
Okay? And not even dealing with the fact that the man had top secret documents,
You know,
classified shit, ultra classified shit, in a closet somewhere, spilt all over the damn floor.
that's what you're
the
not hearing.
Pictures are from his employee.
You know, you're not hearing the Republicans coming out and talking about what information he had. They're not talking about that. They're talking about, oh, he could have declassified this, and what about that, and all that other crap. But they're not talking about the information that he had. These are
nuclear.
sensitive defense documents.
If
Mhm.
anybody, Phil Jones has been absolutely right. If you read this indictment, and it
Yeah.
don't take long,
No.
and it's very concise, there is not a word that is excess in it. This is not some made to look good story. He's literally used Trump's own words and his
And there
employees'
is
own
nothing
words.
ambiguous about it.
It's not a lot of legalese.
You don't have, there's
it's
nothing you
really
have to
easy to
stretch your
read.
imagination for here.
No.
It's
No.
a matter of fact.
When you go down that list of documents
Excuse me.
that he had, it's terrifying
Yes.
that this man had this kind of information out in an unsecured area for a long period of time, and anybody could have had access.
And to
it.
what end?
And-
For
And
what
the-
purpose would he
And
would
the
have had
bottom
it?
line, the bottom line is he was not charged with treason for all that stuff he's got.
Not yet. No, but he has been
No.
charged with the Espionage Act.
No, but the more he keeps running his mouth, the more charges can still
Yeah,
be
this is
attached
just what
to
we
his ass
know
that
about.
will be superseding
Mm-hmm.
and will get tacked on.
Yeah.
So I'm all for him being out there and just continually running
Run
his
your
mouth.
mouth, buddy.
That's
He's going to
right.
do it
Right.
again, he did it over the weekend. He's going to keep doing it. Let's get an international flair to the room. Aussie Dave, good to see you again,
Hello.
brother.
Yeah, it's good to speak to all you guys. How you going there, family?
Awesome.
Gotta be careful saying that. How you going, family? It sounds like a cult, but it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are not a cult. We are
No,
just honest.
we're a
sincere,
family,
sort of
brother.
Justice and truth. But I've got a couple of quick points here to throw in. Mr. Bellenhow, you all know what Bellenhow is, don't you?
Bell
It's a
and
movie
Howell.
projector. Bell and Howell, well, American company, mate.
Yes, Bell and Howell.
yeah,
Yes,
they-
Bell
they-
and Howell.
How flashlights and all.
Yeah,
kinds of
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
fancy stuff.
Gadgets galore.
They mainly got their industry from making projectors, 16 millimeter, 35 millimeter in movie theaters. But that's what I call Trump now, Mr. Bellenhow. He's always projecting. He's projected everything he's done onto the Democrats. But this man being allowed to go out there still and de characterize good judges, to characterize the FBI and the DOJ in total, to attack Mr. Smith and his wife with threats, the gangster talk threats. And he's out there doing it. He's putting lives in danger. Seriously, all you need is one nutter like a Lee Harvey Oswald, and we've got a bigger problem.
We do
And
indeed.
there's out of 310 million people in America, there's highly likely one of those Republican nutters, MAGA nutters, would do something stupid like that because of Trump's. And if you reinterpret it like he's saying, "See you in Miami." What does that mean?
Exactly why.
you in Miami.
The same thing he said when he said, "Come to D.C. It will be wild.
Correct.
Come be there." That's what they're egging on, and that's
Yeah.
what a lot of other ones
And-
are doing
and
the
he-
same thing.
And he came out and he said, "Come to Miami and protest in my favor."
Yes.
You know?
Correct.
And
Correct.
while you're
Come
at
to
it,
my
send me
defense.
some
That's
money.
what he's saying. And there's going to
Send
be
me some
people that are
money.
going to be show.
Yeah.
Hey, let me send a quick thank you out to Maria Betancourt, who just came in with a $5 donation. Thank you, Maria. And said in January 2021, he took the documents, and by October 2021, the USA counterintelligence reported many operatives killed. This information that's why how come I keep going back to, don't just concentrate on what he had, it's why he had it. Why would he have that kind of particular interest in information, if not to use it as a bargaining chip to coerce another government into doing what he wants to do? He has the
would have started
plans.
a world war, that guy. He would have started a world war.
Who's his buddies? Who do we know that he liked? Putin? Kim Jong
That's not
Un?
hard.
That's his buddies. That's who he praised based his friendships on. Who's that
And
arrogant,
slice
and that
and
ain't no
dice.
deal either. Huh?
And slice and dice. That's
Yes.
his mate.
Yeah. Mohammed
And
bin
now-
Slice and
and now they're
Dice.
and now the Saudis are trying to screw America. Jared
Hey,
Kushner gets his $2
Got
billion.
a good deal on
and now
a
the
golf
Saudis-
club out here.
Exactly.
It's exactly what happened.
Yes. And how much did Trump get out of that?
Yeah, no shit.
Lord knows.
Setting that up.
He
Yeah.
helped set that up. Hey, let me thank
Yeah.
Michael Johnson, aka KY, who came in with a $2 donation and said sharpshooters are there along with the FBI. Fuck Trump. There's gonna be security around the Miami
Oh, yeah.
courthouse.
Mhm.
Of course there will be, because
And
of
there's
the
going to be some fool that gets in the way.
that's the danger of the rhetoric that the right is using right now, and Trump ain't the only one. Look at Kerry Lake and several others. I can't remember one. This is war. Really? You're declaring war on who?
I guarantee you it will not be a peaceful, darn it, squirrel.
Squirrel? No,
It will
this is going to make a whole lot of people nervous for a long time. The reports are that the chatter is up on right-wing nut job society web pages and stuff, because they're going to get out there and start yelling at each other on the internet, you know, hey, we're going to protect Trump and all that. How many actually show up? That's going to be the question. But don't think that there's not going to be some, and that there are some that we have to worry about. You know,
Well, how many out the front of Mar-a-Lago, John? How many went out the front of Mar-a-Lago?
I
when
have
he was
not
indicted?
have not seen a report out of Mar-a-Lago where anybody was standing.
No
around.
one. A handful of
And you
people.
know, if there was a bunch of people, they'd already have it in the news. You know, it would be front and
Oh
center.
yeah, if there was a crowd building and they was out there with their flags
Were
and
they?
their protest signs and
But I
marching
think he's
and all the
not
rest
there,
of that,
right? He's
we'd
in
know.
Bedminster.
Yeah, he's in Bedminster right now.
That's probably why they're
It was
not
the same ones. It
congregating.
was the same ones that turned out last time when he was searched. The 60-year-old pluses. You know, no intelligent people that read. They look like people that can't read. That did turn up. And they
Well,
talk
you're
like people
talking
that
about a
don't
lot
know.
of Fox News hosts over there
Yeah.
that haven't
Yeah,
read. I'm not
I
gonna say
wish
they
we could
can't
dismiss
read,
them all
but
as
they
being
certainly.
just ignorant bums, but no,
Well,
there's some
no, John,
intelligent people that want to take advantage of this shit.
they just
Where
haven't
is-
read the indictment yet, because if you read the
No.
indictment, it speaks for itself.
It is plain and simple.
And it's all
That's
about.
beyond
This
their
is not
capabilities.
you don't have to have a college degree to read this thing.
No, you
No,
It
don't.
and
is
one
in
word-
plain language
one word
points out.
describes it.
That's beyond their
It's damning.
capabilities.
It's damning. That report
Isn't that
is
the word
damning.
Attorney General Barr used?
No,
Is-
he's screwed.
No.
yeah, he said
He's
he's
toast.
toast. But he also said it's very damning.
Yes.
The indictment
Yep.
is very
And
damning.
so did Turley, a Fox attorney over there, giving his opinion all the damn time. Can't remember.
If you've read the
Jonathan Turley.
indictment, what are you left with
He
except
said
that?
it was damning too.
You know,
But
there's
why
no
did you build it up?
generalities here. There's no suggestion of anything.
Damning is
Why
did you-
pretty light language.
Yes.
Why did Bill Barr read this one differently than the Mueller report?
Yeah,
It
because
seems
Bill
like
Barr's
he-
out of
he-
office. That's why.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
can. Because he can. Because he don't have Trump breathing over his neck anymore.
Exactly. Because there
Yeah.
could have been a whole lot more done after the Mueller report. We could have had that sucker then, but we didn't because of Barr. So Barr's no great hero here running in there telling everybody,
No.
No, absolutely
No.
not.
Let's not forget he wrote a book.
yeah. And what did I say? I said something
Don't
neat. I
they
remember
all?
what I said. I said he knew. Oh, the house was on fire, but he walked out the door, but he didn't call the fire department. He
No,
let
he
it
didn't.
burn.
And neither did Chris Christie, and neither did Michael Bolton,
Or
and
Lindsey
neither did
Graham.
Mike Pence,
Yeah.
or anybody else.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a
exactly.
list
But
of
what
people.
worries me about Chris Christie, and I'll throw this into the pool here and give us your thoughts. I think Chris Christie and DeSantis have got a deal, and I think that deal is that Chris, you run out there as blocker, you run for president along with me, but you run as blocker, you put out all the shit on Trump, you expose Trump in all the ways as a GOP member, and that will run block on me, saves me from having to do that to win. And when I win, you become
Christie
the
would
head
never
of the,
run for vice president. No, he's not running
No,
for
no, not-
president.
And I'm
No,
not
he
sure
wants- he wants to
DeSantis
be-
would either.
He wants to be the fucking, what's his name?
Kingmaker?
The Attorney General. That's right. That's what Christie would like to be, I think.
Then why run for president?
To run block for DeSantis. He goes out there,
Oh, you're
If
saying
DeSantis
DeSantis wins the
exposing
thing
all
and
gives Christie
Chris
the job as
Christie the Attorney General job?
AG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but DeSantis can't go out there and keep the GOP supporters that support Trump. If he's going to go out there and say, well, Jared Kushner got $2 billion, Trump, you think he's this, Trump is this, Trump this, and Trump that, he's a crook and he's a criminal. That's what DeSantis needs to do, but he can't do it because he's going to lose supporters
Because
for
he's
GOP.
afraid. He's afraid of losing to Trump supporters.
There's a problem with that scenario, Aussie.
What's that, mate?
They're not gonna win.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
I like that
Let me send out a
I
great
don't
big
think they
thank
will
you
either.
to Renee Harris, who just came in with a $5 donation. Renee, thank you very much. I appreciate it tremendously. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's Lord have
You do
mercy.
understand what I'm saying, don't you? You understand what I'm saying? It's it's an end
I-
to it's a means to an end to a means. It means that
ends to me.
you know,
Yeah, I
the
get
senators
what
can
you're
say
saying.
Yeah,
yes.
I just
Nah,
don't know
I
if
don't
Chris
think it's
Christie and
early in the.
DeSantis would make a deal with each other to begin.
Nah, not this early.
You know,
Not this early.
Hey,
Because
John,
Bill
there's
Jones says Bill
DeSantis
Jones
is
says
worse
wrong.
than Trump.
yeah. What was that, Joe?
Well,
I see a Ed
Bill
Bates
Jones.
and a Linda Gallup. They're
Oh.
raising their hands.
Well, let's see if.
Can I just say that Bill Jones thinks I'm wrong? Bill, come up in here and tell me why, because I just got the strong feeling, Bill, that you know we know that Chris Christie tried to be AG before, and wanted to be AG before, and it makes sense.
Uh-oh.
That's
Ed,
Ed.
you
Yeah,
got
Ed.
a problem with your wire on your mic or
Feedback,
something.
feedback.
See if you can fix that, Ed, and I'll bring you right back up, brother. Let me see, who just came up?
That was Ed, and then
Li-
there's a Linda
Linda.
Well,
Gallup.
where's Linda? Oh, there you are. I see you. Hello, Linda.
Hi.
How are you doing, dear?
Hi, Linda.
Hi, guys and gals. So, how is he going to get his way out of this? You know, I started reading all of it, and it makes me sick. And
Yeah,
I can't believe what I'm seeing. And, you know, when I was watching the news last night, there was one of the an attorney was saying that it's possible he could get away with this because the Secret Service couldn't go to prison with him. How the hell can he get out of it? I'm shocked.
I'm pretty sure that's a ridiculous statement to begin
I
with.
agree.
You know,
This
if he's in federal custody, there's no need for Secret Service to be around
There
him.
you
That's
go.
right.
You know, he's
I am
already in
well-
federal custody.
Well, shouldn't
Shocked.
he lose all privileges once he is convicted?
Not necessarily.
Well, that's wrong.
It's
mean-
never. It's not in the Constitution, and that's the only reason why I said the Constitution doesn't clearly say that if the president is convicted of anything, it doesn't even talk in that language because
It-
our forefathers or y'all's forefathers never thought that it would get to this.
Well, that's the
because
truth.
because
That's
their
bottom line.
remedy for a criminal president was impeachment, and we've seen how that works.
There's
Well,
an
then-
argument being made that if he is convicted under the Espionage Act, that disqualifies him from holding federal office.
From
and
what I understand, it's the Espionage Act and it's seditious conspiracy that would prevent him from being able to run for president.
well, but being convicted as a treason for treason, what is the
Not
ultimate?
treason. He can't be president if he's done for treason.
Well, that's what I mean. If he's found guilty of treasonous acts, what is the remedy for
Oh.
The remedy for treason.
treason.
The last
is,
time, who was that? The Rosenbergs?
Yeah.
It's,
What
it's
happened
what we
there?
call-
Somebody
it's what we
remind me.
call-
was the remedy for
Firing
treason was
squad.
the firing squad.
They
That's-
were
that's what I'm
executed,
saying.
him and her.
Now-
In Mexico, they call it plomo.
Slomo?
Plomo. Plumo. Plomo.
Plomo.
Which means
Plomo.
lead.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep, firing squad, all that stuff. Is he going to try to weasel his? I'm just wondering if he's finally going to play. And what I've read and saw, I am so disgusted.
Yeah, I think all of us are, Linda. Anybody that has read this indictment, and again, I urge you, if you hadn't, find a way to read it.
I started to, yeah.
It will stir. It will stir the patriotism in your soul, because when you realize the documents he have and what they pertain to, and knowing the man as we do, to what end is he holding on to this kind of information? And mind you, this is all we see, because as it has been pointed out, if there is some information he had that would be to the level of security and risk, he won't be charged with it, because it would mean divulging that information, and it would be that sensitive. So we don't know what else is there.
Right.
And I lost track of how many people rifled through it for him
Yeah,
when he started to say, "Oh, we should sort it then." And blah, blah,
evidently
blah.
he's out there waving it around in front of everybody.
And
Come
if
on,
charged
man.
with treason, shouldn't he be wouldn't he be judged in a military court since he was
No,
the head of
No,
military?
no,
no,
no. He's
No.
not being. He's
no.
not being court-martialed.
Because he's a
As
civilian president.
right, he
Hmm.
is. We have a civilian commander-in-chief.
There are so many
Right.
loopholes in this.
Yeah,
Oh,
because the y'all's forefathers thought that the remedy for a criminal president would be impeachment. And now
we
let's
did that.
remember, this man was impeached twice,
But
and
they say that
the Senate did not convict him
That's
twice.
right.
He was impeached. He was
Yeah, they
not
could have
convicted.
solved all this.
So,
They could have cut all this
whose
crap
fault
off
was
years
that?
ago.
I would say Mitch McConnell,
yep.
because during the second impeachment, he straight up said, "We're not going to vote for this." And after
Oh.
the first one, he swore up and down that Trump did that shit. He knows he did that shit.
we all know he did that shit.
And I'm so pissed about this.
That's
Right.
what's so pitiful about it is we all know what he is. Everybody.
And
The world knows.
yesterday, when he was down in Georgia, what did he talk about? The 2020 election and Hillary
this is
Clinton in
Australia.
Of course he did.
2016.
We're pissed off
The
because
election was
those
stolen.
documents,
That's all they got.
Let's
those
see.
documents that Trump stole, the ones that he had in his closest possession, which were in his office, and the one that he was waving around, involved Australia, New Zealand, Japan, England, all your major allies.
Yeah,
were
they're called the
pa-
Five Eyes.
showed all,
Yeah.
it
We,
showed
that's
all.
something that we
Thank you
just
very
learned.
Bernadette. Thank you very much, Bernadette. That's the
The
word I was
Five
looking
Eyes.
for. And yet,
Here's a
Five Eyes is the deal.
here's a
Now
comment.
the problem is, we've all had our asses exposed thanks to this bastard.
Yes.
Excuse me. But he also had our military capabilities
Yes.
along with, I believe,
Our attack plans.
Of course.
Wouldn't
of
that be
course.
handy
And
for
that's my point.
an adversary to
and
know?
so,
Right.
this puts our national security in the world
In
at
jeopardy.
the highest risk possible.
I got a
The
comment
man
here.
is a national threat to our national security. Every day he's walking free.
I got a comment here that came through, and I like it. Pootie tat. I like that. In light of what we know now, what do Americans think the secret meeting with Putin was about? Cause to be terrified. That's Don't forget
Yes.
how this man, reacted to Putin on the world stage in Helsinki.
Right.
When he groveled at Putin's feet. Not for a minute do
Secret
I,
meeting.
huh?
The secret meeting.
Yes, with no American translators in there, nothing, just Putin, him, and Putin's people.
Right.
That's all. And then
No
we
record
watched him
check.
on the world stage. Putin said it wasn't him, so I believe him. Kiss my ass. We know who he likes. We seen him chum up with Kim Jong Un. Those are his people. We know who he is.
And I always thought Melania was a plant from Putin.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that
plant-
past anything.
The plant was a soccer
Um,
ball.
Speaking of plants,
I saw a lady earlier talking about how Melania was the greatest first lady ever with the elegance and all that. Are you shitting me? Go look it up. Go Google Melania's ass and see how many pictures you come up with. And on the same note, I don't know, go check Nancy Reagan's ass. Nope, you ain't gonna find nothing. Jacqueline Kennedy, nope, not gonna find any. Nobody.
Yeah, but
Melania Trump, oh baby, on the airplane, on the wing, on the tarmac, holding a tire. Oh man, please. That's who.
guys,
That's
talking
who.
about
I hate getting on
holes,
her subject.
talking about holes and digging things up. Do you think that they would look at the grave, even do a radar check, with a ground radar checker? I think that there's something in that grave.
You too.
Where is she? Where is she buried?
She's buried in Bedminster
On a golf course.
at a golf
Now
club.
we know.
Yes.
That's why Trump is there. Dig her up. Let's get that evidence out of
But
there.
here's the thing, Joe. She was supposed to have been cremated, and they still buried a full-sized casket.
I'm
That's
still
Exactly.
suspicious at the timing of her death. She was scheduled to testify in a case not long before she accidentally fell down the fucking stairs. I'm just saying.
Nah. Yeah.
I don't know.
She was accidentally pushed.
I don't know, but
Yep.
I don't
It was
put
a
it out of
cat.
the realm of
You're,
possibility.
you're thinking about a oops moment?
Yeah, and oops, you know. I learned it from a buddy that said over in Russia. You know how people are always falling out
You
of
know
high
what
windows and
pissed me
shit.
off? Marjorie Taylor Greene on TV this week.
Oh,
Saying,
you just
well,
ruined my
you know,
day.
I was in a skiff and I wanted to see some documents. So you know, I just took notes and I remembered and wrote them down quickly. She admitted on TV that she took notes of a document she was
Of a
reading
highly
in a
sensitive
skiff.
document that she was in a
And
secured area to
Yeah,
see.
yeah. She's admitted it on TV. I wonder if she gets
Irene
charged.
Lambert, 2 days before she was supposed to testify. It was right before she was supposed to testify in a case, and all of a sudden she falls down the stairs. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, and why didn't she use her elevator? Because she had one in the house. Get up and down. I'm telling you, anyway.
Scandals galore.
Scandals galore.
It was
Headline
a-
here says Senate GOP.
It was a banana. It was a
It was a
banana.
banana, that's what it was? You know, who was eating the banana? I'm telling you, see, something suspicious here. Headline says Senate GOP leaders break with House on indictment. That's the headline. The story is, while people in the House are screaming, the Senate is saying nothing about this shit. The Senate is not standing up. There's nobody on the Republican side in the Senate. Except Lindsey Graham. I'm sorry. Caveat that. I didn't even think about that. Except Lindsey Graham.
Where's the big mouth?
Lindsey Graham? Yeah.
No, our
MTG?
neighbor. What's his name?
Where's Ted Cruz?
Ted Cruz. Where's
Where's
that
Ted
big mouth
Cruz?
at?
Cancun Cruz. Get your ass up here, buddy. Let's have your opinion of this shit.
What about Alex Jones, Steve Bannon, Hannity, Giuliani?
Now you're making a
Roger
list of
Stone?
defendants.
Well,
Yeah,
Steve
well,
Bannon
these
just got.
people are very, they're
Steve
very
Bannon
quiet.
just
Why are
got
they
a
quiet?
subpoena for the January 6th.
Eric Trump, Don Trump Jr., Mitch McConnell, all
Valerie
very
Wood, I'm
quiet.
glad to see you
Because
still
they're
out there, baby.
guilty. They're all guilty of helping him out. The very silent ones are guilty of being his inner circle and pushing J6. And they probably knew a lot more, but they're quiet because they don't want to be in the eye of Mr. Smith.
Bill
whole
Jones says
fucking
Romney
side
has
is fine.
spoken out and says Trump deserves
Romney
it.
is
So
looking out.
got to give
Lisa
credit where credit's due, I guess.
I didn't
He has
mention
all
Romney.
along.
She spoke
I
out.
didn't mention him.
And you know, hey, why don't we allow the wheels of justice to turn and let's just see what happens.
Oh yes.
I just want a little WD-40 used on those wheels. You know?
Speed them up a little bit. I
I
get
want
you.
him to roll smoothly here. Let's go. I want him to have a full, the ability to defend himself. I
Yes.
guess he still has a lawyer, doesn't he? Still,
Well,
yeah,
he's got two junior lawyers.
2 junior lawyers.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
got out. They just got out.
Let's
and
see
got
how
their
that goes.
diploma.
But his whole thing is going to be delay. It's going to be delay. That's
Yeah,
as
he
much
has
as he
an
can
illegal
possibly
rep.
do.
And he has a judge that might go along with that. And that's what
That's
we
right.
need to watch for.
That's what we have to
However,
watch
I
out
think
for.
if
Is
he does, the 11th Circuit's going to come
Irene
down
Cannon.
on her ass.
Unless her ass gets canned and not.
But I think that
Well,
judge
she
knows
can-
that
You can only throw
the
evidence
world
out,
is
John.
watching her
She can
right
on-
now.
She can only discard evidence. She can't discard the case. She can only say, well, that evidence is not admissible, that, whatever. But I don't think she will. I think she's going to be a very good girl and be do the right thing. I don't think
I
she's going to
have
want the
higher
scandal.
hopes that she has learned her lesson with the first.
Her lesson.
And on that note,
put it
Maria
this way.
Betancourt.
Go ahead, John.
All right, Maria Betancourt just came in with $5. Thank you, Maria. And again, and said Eileen Cannon is an immigrant from Colombia with indigenous roots, not the type Trump and MAGAs like. And, thank you, Maria.
And she was set on the federal court right before January 20th, um, 2021. And so,
One of his last appointments.
yes, one of his very last appointments. And that was on purpose because he knew he would be judge shopping.
Now,
And it just happens to be in the district that he lives in. Okay.
looking at her past with Donald Trump, the last case, and how she got her knuckles rapped by the Superior Court, I'm thinking, and again, I caveat it by saying these judges at some point have to come to the realization, and I'm sure they do, that whether they're on the Supreme Court or a federal court, they're there for life. Donnie is going to go away. He's going to be gone somewhere. He's going to be in the history books. Your ass is still going to be sitting on the bench. So how much do you want to denigrate your own your own career? Yeah. How much of your career you want to flush down the toilet trying to defend somebody you know is already going down? They've already wiped our butt, told us it's all flushing down the toilet eventually. It'll be a memory, a spot in history.
Trump just needs the GOP to win, John. Trump just needs the GOP to win. So either one, if he doesn't win, he can get at least pardoned. He thinks one of them will pardon him.
I just keep wondering to myself, at what point are we going to see the Republican Party totally abandon him? If he wants to hold on to his MAGAs, maybe he ought to start a MAGA political party or some shit.
Yeah,
So there's got to come a point within the Republican Party itself. We all know what we're going to do. We're all going to go to the polls. I hope every one of us that ever hears my voice and those way out there that never even heard my ass, get their ass to the polls.
Can I say something, John?
What?
Can I say something to all Americans?
Go ahead.
You need to vote. Show the world that what you are, we think you are, which is a great country with leadership, but you need to vote in numbers that are too big to rig and too real to steal. Because,
there you go.
by God, they're going to try and make this election look like it's rigged again.
That's why he's been doing what he's been doing. He's been saying it from day one. He said it in 2016. If he didn't win, it's a rigged election. That's all he's got.
That's it.
But he can't seem to understand. You lost.
Yeah, everybody in the chat is reminding us that Eileen Cannon is not going to be the trial judge. She's not going to be one to hear the case. It's going to be another judge. I understand. Yes, but she's the one that is going to arraign him.
She got pulled for the arraignment.
Yeah, she's going to be the one to arraign his ass. Let me thank Keith Thompson. Rob, my friend, came in with a $5 donation. Said the Trump and gang has and still is committing acts of treason. I want to re-emphasize his point, and still are. Because that's what you're seeing on TV.
I want to put this out there for the whole family just to gnaw on this bone. Come Tuesday in Miami, he has to go to the federal courthouse and surrender, which means his arrest record is going to get longer.
Oh, most certainly. And
this will be the second time, isn't it? Second time he's being arrested.
Yes. How about that one?
How about that one? What other presidents have had that? What other president in our history has had that distinction?
Let me think.
None. Zero.
He'll end up with being a president that served one term, impeached twice, arrested 4 times, because the other 2 are going to come down from Georgia.
Yeah, we have 2 more.
Washington. It's going to be an ugly record, isn't it?
It's
going to be an ugly record.
Rap sheet. Jeanette Miller just said rap sheet. His rap sheet's getting bigger, man.
Yep. He should be. This time he should be strip searched and probed.
Yeah.
No.
What do you got up your butt there, buddy?
Nobody really wants to do that, though.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Large enough for that ass, okay?
Man could smuggle a watermelon up his ass inside prison. Nobody's going to look because nobody wants to look at that shit. It is. I am. I'm just totally disgusted, and I just my family is concerned with this ratchet up of violence and shit. that my family is actually concerned about our
Yeah.
safety right here.
Well,
Let
John,
that sink in for a
you
minute.
know what?
If it
As I
was you
drove
in your
down
house,
there-
where you've lived for a long time, for 20 years,
Yeah.
that you have to all of a sudden really consider the fact that your neighbors might get violent against you?
My neighbors have been violent in the past.
Mine
They've
mine
shot
too.
holes in our water tanks. They've
Mine
stole
too,
shit off
baby.
of our property. They've done all kind of stupid shit.
My Republican neighbor next door moved.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Maybe you'll get a
Yeah,
Democrat in
yeah.
there next time. I don't know.
That I don't know
It's
why
sad
he
because it
moved.
used to not affect your neighbor. What politics you believed in was your business, and unless you put a sign out for "I vote for Bob," nobody knew who you did.
That's right. As I was driving toward your house, coming in toward your driveway,
Yeah.
that road, I met one of your neighbors,
Oh, did
and
you?
she did not have a good smile on her face.
Did not?
She
Wasn't
looked
happy?
quite angry. She was very unhappy. I don't know. She's about what is it? 2 houses down from you.
2 houses down.
Little white SUV.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
You know the beautiful
I'll pray
irony,
for her.
irony of all
music
this?
I was playing pretty loud music.
You know the,
I still wave to every one of my neighbors down the street, save one. But boy, I don't wave at him. I just smile, like you jackass. The rest of them, I wave every time they see me. I wave at their children. If they have guests come down the street, how do you doing if I'm out there? I'm the same guy I was 20 years ago. Not a damn thing has changed at this house.
But
It's
you
just
do have
now
to watch
they
your
know
back.
who I am, and they don't
Yes.
like it.
As
So
I
Well,
say
you're
yes
famous.
and no. The change is you're more vocal and you
that's
are more
that's it.
about it now.
Well,
Guys,
Butt
can
Boy
I
is
bring you a
now
point?
Butt
A long
Boy.
time ago,
Butt Boy, this has nothing to do with politics, really. He uses the politics because, I don't know, he tried to cheat me on a
Personal reasons.
pot deal, and I told him to fuck off, and he got
Yeah.
pissed. So that's the truth of the matter. If you're listening, well, fuck off, buddy. That's the deal. That's what happened. Anyway,
can we talk about the topic of the day, which is
What?
Trump and the fucking nightmare? I was just laughing about the irony. I don't know how you feel that when Trump became in office, he was so concerned about protecting documents, he increased the strength of the law. Do you remember? And
Yes.
now he's,
He did.
he's being tried
Don't
under
you
his
love it?
own rules.
don't you love it? Yes, I love the fact that every time I turn around on TV, some station is playing reruns of all the shit he said about Hillary when he was running
Yeah.
for office. Oh, lock her
But
up, lock her up, and all that shit. Yeah,
He
well,
was
Oh, but he
projecting
don't
back
like
then.
that shit when it applies to his fat ass.
yeah, that's a different
No.
thing. That's a different thing.
But
I'm innocent. I
they
didn't do
can't help
anything
it.
wrong. I had the right to
He
do
keeps
this.
projecting.
Keep talking.
This is a projection. He projected, however, he projected the fact that the documents were going to be stolen by him way back then. He, you know what I mean? He was trying to show I wouldn't do this shit back then.
It's a
but
modus
he's going to
operandi
do
of
it.
his forever. He accuses other people of what he is doing. He tries to point at
he
somebody and
accused
says, "Look at what they're
of putting
doing." When he's
documents-
Huh?
He accused Biden of putting documents next to his Corvette. Go check. He had documents next to his Corvette. Mate, you had documents in your fucking toilet.
Yeah, what?
Good reading material in there.
Joe Biden had documents. Mike Pence had documents. Let's find out what the subject matter of the documents they found under Joe Biden and Mike Pence. We don't have to know everything, but
Yeah.
we could have a generality here of what kind of documents are we talking about. Because I
Yeah,
highly
but you know what?
suspect they are not.
Here's the big difference. Here's the big difference. When they found documents, they called in.
Yes, they did.
Come and
Yep.
get these
Come get 'em.
documents. 'Cause
Yep,
we found
exactly.
them.
They didn't take them out of the
Whereas
storage area and
They
hide them
didn't
in the
eBay,
bathroom.
They didn't wait 2 months. They didn't, yeah.
And it was true
Whereas
documents.
the idiot defied a subpoena after a year of begging him to turn over the fucking documents.
And they have
that
him
they
on
knew
tape.
He had.
They have him on tape. They have text messages about this shit. They
They
have
got your voice on
evidence.
tape.
one of those tapes is where he says to his lawyer, "Can't we just say we haven't got them, or
Yeah.
we
Wouldn't
don't
it be
have-
better
we
if
don't have
we
'em?"
just say we don't have them?
Yeah,
Well,
You
there's
know, and the plucking
other
motion,
thing
the
to clear
plucking
up.
motion that his lawyer, his lawyer wrote down the notes that of what Trump is explaining to him, that you could take this set of boxes to your apartment, your motel room,
yeah.
and that way you could go through them, and and he's doing a plucking motion. What do you,
And
come on,
and
man.
let's change, and let's change those boxes. They got writing on them.
Yeah, they have writing on it. They have notations in Sharpie. It says black ink marker. That's Donnie. He's marking shit with a Sharpie. Remember the hurricane?
And as for
Oh,
the, ju-
look at
as for
here.
the jury,
yeah.
as for the jury they can't use this as evidence because the jury can't look at the documents. That's crap. They only have to look at the front folder of the document. It says secret, and there's pages in here. He has this. They don't have to read the documents.
Donnie
just
looks
crap.
at those documents with dollar signs on his face.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Now, what
you
did those-
can't convince me of anything else. The reason he wanted
He
that
told-
information was to use it to extort other countries to allow him to, I don't know, build a Trump Tower or get some kind of deal going or something. I don't know.
He told
Casino.
his attorney, and his attorney wrote it down in real time. Those documents are mine.
Guess what?
And
You could
that's
shove
what
that
he
mine
did.
shit up
He's
his
selling
ass.
memorabilia.
This is
Huh?
not. Huh? What's that?
Ed,
I'm surprised he wouldn't sell it for memorabilia.
If it
Oh,
came
he
down to
would.
that, but he knows those documents. Hello, Ed.
No.
Those documents are worth more than that,
What
baby.
those documents contain
Yes.
are
We all
are
know.
the
We all know the top
secrets
secret. They're classified.
and of our government and how they
Yes.
collect top secret information in the first place, and who
Yes.
those people are, and the countries
It's-
that they're in.
if you
this
know-
man is endangering lives.
If you have intelligence, and you say you intercept some intelligence, Russians intercept intelligence from us, we intercept intelligence from Russia, whatever. The first thing that starts happening is they start marching backwards with what information they have. Okay? So it doesn't, you take a look at what Donnie Boy has and where he's going to go with that. God damn it, I had a great thought in my head and I just had a squirrel run through there. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
We're guilty.
Dr. Putin.
Donna Sturdivant, who I love being here. Does anyone think Putin's seen any of the documents? Can
Not yet.
anybody
That's-
definitively say he hasn't?
I don't know
Or-
if he has
No,
with his
no.
own eyeballs, but I'm sure there's someone amongst his
exactly.
people has seen it.
I think anybody that knows anything about intelligence or even the necessary classifications for documents and stuff. God damn, there went that squirrel again. Son of a gun,
Well,
boy,
how
he
many
just
people-
ran through
how many
twice,
people-
man. I was right in the middle of
many-
something that was really good, too. Shit, wait, it's come back to me in just a minute.
How many
What-
people
what-
have?
What's
How
really
many people
cool?
have been in Mar-a-Lago?
What?
I haven't.
How many people have
But-
been in Mar-a-Lago that
Oh,
may have
Millions
seen
of-
those documents?
Oh,
Millions of
thousands,
people
buddy,
have been
thousands.
in Mar-a-Lago.
Since
That's
he's
the
left office.
problem.
And when
That's
it's
the
laying out
problem.
there, it wouldn't take much of a spy to get their ass in there. We've seen people get in there before. It's been in the news. Oh, look, so and so with a Chinese connection was in the Mar-a-Lago. Yes, people go in and
Saudis
out of
have
there.
seen them.
So if you
It's
knew,
definitely the
And,
Saudis.
and
Yeah.
the way that he very nonchalantly
if they're
stored
laying
these
on the
documents,
floor,
anybody could have had access to them.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody. And the pictures that are shown in the indictment are pictures from his employees. In fact,
his security systems.
Nata took those pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nada and the fact that his own security cameras capture Nada taking documents
Moving
out,
them.
and
Yeah.
and not only that, it's the timing of when he took those documents out,
Yep.
right before attorney
And
number
all it
one
out.
comes in to certify all the documents. Here they are. Turn them over.
June 2nd.
Right before
June
then is when Nada, who is knee deep in this shit, and more than knee deep. He's up to his chin, baby. He can barely take a breath without
And
smelling
you know,
shit.
the way that foreign spies work, all they have to do is get on the work crew, go in there, take pictures. They don't have to take
Exactly.
They don't have to
documents.
take it.
They
Take
just
pictures.
need to take pictures.
Page by page, real quick. Click, 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 click. We've seen it all in the
Oh,
movies.
shit.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean,
And you
come
know,
on.
Easy
if
with
we've seen it in the movies, they're well advanced over that shit
like that.
anyway.
And how much of that security camera's footage has been lost or deleted?
They tried
Mate,
by
you only
flooding
have
the
to
damn
say-
room.
He only has to ring up a Russian satellite company and say, right, I'm standing out the front of the pool room at the moment. I'll point the documents into the sky, get the satellite, take the photos. That's how good those satellites are. You know, he doesn't have to do anything. Just stick them out in the sky.
Take a picture
Speaking
of
of
a gnat's
Russian
ass.
satellites, speaking
Yep.
of Russian satellites, the Hague is still have that warrant for Putin for war crimes against humanity.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I think he's fixing to
Still
have some
waiting
more.
for arrest.
I think he's fixing to have some more. And Mega
Hell-
Wet Willie
hell
just
no.
came in with a $5 donation and said, I think Putin did see them, and based on what he saw, his decision to attack Ukraine.
Yeah.
You
Who
know,
knows?
if
Who
Trump
knows
would have been
what
president
this man
when
has
Putin
done
attacked
with these
Ukraine,
documents?
Ukraine would have been overrun. And Donnie would have been praising Putin the whole way, trying to unite the USSR, trying to unite fellow Russians with their homeland. Donnie would have sold the whole damn ball of wax. We all
Yep.
know it. That's exactly what he would have done. Let me say Let the Sun Shine Through came in with a $5 donation and said, Donnie can now hope for the no bail. I'm sorry. Donnie can now hope for the no bail prize as he always wanted. I see. John didn't see it at first, but yeah. Very good. Let the sun shine through. The no bail. Yeah, you wish that they'd throw his ass right in the back in a jail cell, but it's not going to happen. He's going to walk right out of there, fly
know what's
to
strange about it all?
Bedminster, and
It's
give another
Not
speech.
just Americans. It's not just Americans who want his ass in jail. Most of the world
No.
want his ass in jail.
I think most of the
You know,
world,
it's not like
the
your
only
country.
people hanging
not
on
like
to
your
him are his
country people.
maggots,
Yes,
or people that
but
he
it's
has
not-
some
it's not
kind of
like-
dirt on, I guess. Why is it?
there's
How
a
is it
danger
that
to the
Lindsey
world,
Graham,
John.
who served this country and in the Navy, I think he did, how come he can't see this as what it is? Treason. And Lindsey Graham is
guilty of
selling his
something.
soul out to Donnie? I'd like to see the dirt that Donnie has. It's got to be a tape
On
from
him.
Exactly, Joe.
when he went to Russia, when Lindsey Graham went to Russia. I'm thinking something happened there, and there's a little videotape, and Donnie's got it threatening him
John.
because I've never seen a man act so disgusting in my life. Him and Jim Jordan.
John.
both.
If Jordan is so concerned, which he's acting like a real jerk at the moment.
Yes, he is.
seriously, he's embarrassing himself, and so is MTG. I won't mention her name for you, Bernadette, but MTG is out there doing some more damage. But the thing is, the world is so concerned that if he gets back in power, we're scared of World War III. We
Yeah,
seriously
the world
are.
should be
It's not
concerned
just-
if he gets back in. Because, he'll immediately try to reverse our actions in Ukraine. He would try to choke Ukraine off from any funding, and the Republicans would go along with him.
I guarantee you, if Trump gets back in office, he's going to send military equipment to Russia to fight Ukraine.
I wouldn't doubt if he he couldn't do that, but it would be his desire. He would do anything he could against NATO, which is exactly what he was trying to do before, was to break up NATO, to cause a rift between all the nations.
NATO.
Huh?
He'll pull out of NATO. He would pull out of NATO, I think. He'll pull out of all the world programs
he could.
to keep the world safe, and he'll put a big fence around America, and it'll be like him standing there and say, yeah, you can come in, yeah, you can come in, no, you can't.
And-
That's what it would be like.
And why didn't all that happen? I'll tell you why. Because Joe Biden became president. Joe Biden went into NATO and mended the fences in there, added to the number, and now we have Norway wanting to get in. The only thing holding Norway back is Turkey. We got to get Turkey, got to get Erdogan to go in there and say, okay, we come in. He's holding it back, and he's got relations with Putin. You know, if I had to make a swap, Turkey for Norway, I'm up for it, baby. You don't want to play the NATO game? Get the fuck out. Because it's a consensus for all the other nations.
Wasn't it?
What's that, Ed?
I mean, back then Turkey used to be a part of the Middle East, wasn't it?
The history of Turkey goes, along with a lot of the Middle East, is very checkered. But Turkey has been a NATO member for a while. But Erdogan has been the one preventing Norway from coming in. They don't want Sweden in there either. Sweden's in NATO now. Norway wants to come in, and Turkey is again saying no, no, no. Because those are the areas up around there is where the Russian Navy goes in and out.
Is rubbing noses with Putin's ass, and you know he don't want to do anything that's gonna put a longer NATO border on the Russian.
There you go.
Front.
That's exactly what it is. And like I say, in that area is a very sensitive area for Russia because that's where a lot of their navy and nuclear operations come in and out of areas up around that section of the world up in there in the Arctic. You know, it's it's a game.
What's amazing me, guys, is how does the Supreme Court, all the justices up there, give their financials, and they've had 6 months to work on them and give them over. Yet Thomas and one other, I can't think of her name, didn't produce their financial disclosures. I wonder if Thomas is going to retire. Do you think Thomas will retire to get out of the shit he's in? And here for him and his wife?
I wish he would. I wish he would do it now, but no, he's not. I agree, Bernadette, because Joe Biden's in office. That would allow Joe Biden to make a Supreme Court pick, and Thomas is not going to do that. And what's that rich guy down here in Texas ain't going to let him do it either. Arlen Crow.
Well, yeah.
Arlen Crow.
They're in a lot of shit. If the DOJ do the right thing, how do they handle something like this with the DOJ or the FBI, and knowing that Thomas is corrupt and his wife is part of the MAGA stuff that on January 6th she was involved in organising it? How do they deal with this? I mean, I say like Trump, you know, oh wow.
Your question is a very valid one, and it's the same one we all have.
It's real simple. It's real simple, Ozzy. They do what they've been doing. They don't deal with it.
No.
That's the worry.
Because
they're the Supreme Court. Why do they have to take it?
That truly are above the law.
That's what they're acting
I
like.
think maybe when Trump's indicted for the second time or the third time, fourth time.
Congress can deal with it. Congress can deal with it because Congress has the right to write laws that govern the Supreme Court. They can do it.
Right. But you know, Squirrel, thanks, Bernadette.
Got them damn things running all over the place. I'm glad I'm not the only one seeing them running around.
I reckon she's got a basket of squirrels in there. She throws them down the line.
Ginkgo biloba, okay?
That's a squirrel from down under.
Yeah, that's how
guys, you really have to vote in numbers that are too big to read and too real to see.
Yeah, just like the song says, baby, in numbers too big to deny. That's, you know, y'all reach back in your memory and find the song that line comes from now.
We are hoping
I am
you
woman,
do, because
hear me roar.
it's going to send a big statement to the world saying,
numbers
fuck
too
these
big to ignore.
crooks.
Helen Redley.
That's what we need, baby.
Yep.
That's what this is all about. Everything that we do. Look here, I'm delving into my priest trees here, Bernadette. See.
I didn't realise DeSantis was, I just found out this, I read a little article about DeSantis, that he was involved in Guantanamo, and he was part of the torture team. And he was one of the guys that they played good cop, bad cop, and he was the bad cop.
He was in the
And
Navy.
he used to be in the room when they tortured people.
It disappoints me as hell.
And he don't want nobody to know about that shit.
No, you notice he doesn't talk about it.
No, of course he doesn't.
No. He wants to keep his mouth shut.
But he's going to run for president. Do you think it's not going to come up?
I hope
Oh,
so.
you know something?
Oh, we're just this shit show's just getting started. Y'all hold back on the popcorn because we ain't even close to being finished yet.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. We're not haven't got all the wagons going yet. There's some
Nope.
still waiting to get started down there. I
I say
wanted to
there's
check
25
this.
Republicans running by the time they get finished, and then that'll be quite the primary, huh?
Hey, on an off note, I want to, and I think she's out there. Listen, because I think I saw her name go by in the chat.
Hey,
Kelly K.
is that
Duncan.
you?
I wanted to give a shout out to Kelly K. Duncan. Thank you, darling, for taking me down memory lane. Kelly sent me, or posted on my Facebook page some pictures of Adak, Alaska, taken in 71 and 72. I was there in 72. And the pictures that she showed not only showed the barracks I lived in, and I wrote on her picture when she did, she showed the picture of the Adak Trading Company, which is another way of saying the base, PX or Navy Exchange or whatever. But that is where 50 years ago I bought this bracelet, and it has not been off my arm except for a short time when my father wore it. And so Kelly K. Duncan, it just, whether you're in there now or you see this later, I just wanted you to know I really appreciated that. It really took me down some memories. That was her husband at the time was serving there. So I felt bad for him too. Really? Asshole of the world. They stuck you there. Yeah, they stuck me there too. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there before it crossed my mind. Let's go back to the rat killing.
Rat killing.
Yeah, let's
Well,
go
you got to
back.
kill the GOP party to do that.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
let's face it.
You made us all squirrel now.
Yeah, everybody
Did you-
squirreled out. Well, we need a little break for that. I just wanted to, because I saw her name go by earlier, and when I did,
Next
it
time
just
that's-
reminded me.
Next time that squirrel goes by, toss a little of that hot chili sauce at him.
Joe, that shit's hot.
I'm
Joe,
drinking
Joe, that
drinking
shit's
about
hot, buddy.
32 ounces of sweet tea to kind of get my
Yeah.
tongue back.
Yeah. When you bite that stuff, it bites
Did you
back.
see?
I like it.
Did you see?
I'm
I
a
think
glutton
it
for
was
pain, buddy.
Congress.
What about Congress?
Well, I watched a bit of the Congress, and her name slips my mind at the moment. Young black politician. She's a very clever, smart woman. She
Which
gave
one?
a
There's
serve
many.
out to. Yeah,
Sarah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene said something, and she gave a speech, and she destroyed Marjorie Taylor Greene completely in this speech. And Cuccinelli, he couldn't answer the question: did Biden win in 2020? And he kept saying, "Well, he's the president now, so I
Yeah,
suppose
he
did
wouldn't
win."
say, yes, he won.
Yeah.
Well, he's the
What's
president now.
behind that
No,
shit?
did he win? Well, he's the president. Can't say it out of your mouth, can you? No, they can't.
Nah.
No, it's, I don't know. I guess they swore an oath to the Grand Poobah. Let me thank Bob K. and also give Bob K. my condolences. He sent in $2 and said, I was there in 74, 75. That means you were there during the winter, brother, and my condolences. I'm telling you, they put one picture in there, and it was the totem pole up in Adak, Alaska, which I'm familiar with. And that's the first words I told my wife was in the background. You could see green. I said, "Ooh, summer doesn't last long. Does not last long." Again, like I say, Adak, Alaska, the birthplace of the winds, and it has that name for a reason. Anyway, thank you very much, Bob K. And I'm glad we share some experience there, buddy. We
Do
can
you
brag
think
about
that
you don't know
as
what
a-
cold
as-
is. Huh?
Do you think as Americans and as general public that it should be allowed that people like Marjorie Taylor, MTG, and others go out there and be on public TV and truthfully lie? How's that bad for you? Truthfully lie. What a
You know,
statement.
that's the sad
But-
part of our democracy.
incite
If you
violence.
want to lie, you can go out there and lie all you want. You can lie through your ass.
but there's
Donnie does
lies-
it all the
there's
time.
lies- yeah, but there's lies and there's lies. You know what I mean? There's
To
lies
somebody like
saying,
the green mold, to her, there's no difference. What I am so embarrassed for the people of Georgia's 14th district. Just how in the same goes for Lauren Bobart's district out there.
Yep.
Really?
And,
You don't
and
have any
Santos.
more self-respect than to put those two as leaders of your community, as somebody who represents what you are? Because if that's the case, holy shit. I'm embarrassed for the whole fucking district, but I know there
They
are
have
good people
detached
there.
themselves from reality, John.
What's that?
John, Ozzy, they have detached themselves from
Yes.
reality.
Most certainly. I'm
They-
sure
In
they
my
have
book,
not
they've
read-
sold their souls to the devil. Yeah.
They have
No.
not read the indictment. All those MAGAs, all those MAGA nuts, Ed, would not have read the indictment. They wouldn't
it's
even
fake.
hold it, I guarantee it.
And
In
they
their
won't
mind, in their minds, those indictments are fake.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Yeah.
Which
in their
one?
mind.
This is one that gets me. It's political. It's in the middle of political scene. No, we're not in the middle of a presidential election. That's the fucking game that we play nowadays, and we've done it to ourselves. There is no difference between one election and another. It's all election season, all of it. Donnie declared his presidency, his run for the presidency, right after he got his ass thrown out. So of course he's running for president. He can be running for president all the time. You're doing this because I'm running for president. No, you're consistently going to run for president. There's Kelly K. Duncan. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Don't interrupt yourself.
Oh, it's just, I'm sorry, I seen Kelly K. Duncan. And she said, what did she say? Bobart says it's not the job of the government to direct the churches. It is the church's job to direct the government. And there's the big problem I have.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Well,
get
that's
your
the thing
fucking
about-
religion out of my damn secular government.
And this is what happens when we elect illiterates to Congress.
Exactly.
Bingo.
Exactly. When you select people
personality
based
vote.
more on, I think she sounds patriotic. She's got a flag behind her. Yeah, kiss my ass. You didn't look. You don't give a shit. Waved the flag at you and hooked up with the other good old boy that waves the flag. Flag don't mean shit to them, in my opinion. It's a prop. It's a stage act.
May she miss many, many more House floor votes.
I hope. I hope.
Look who they're calling Bill Barr at the moment. I just looked at a little clip. Bill Barr, Rhino. Now
You
who's
know,
a Rhino? Oh,
Bill
poor
Barr, he's coming out now saying that Donnie's toast, look at there, if just half of this is true, he's no good and all that crap. That man, like I said, when the house was on fire, he ran out the fucking door. And he didn't call the fire department. He didn't come say, rescue the house, rescue our America. No. Our country is in the hands of a thief, of a con man. He didn't do that.
Lunatic.
But now he wants to come out and say, oh yeah, look at there, he's guilty. I can see it right from here. No shit. You knew what he was when you were working for his ass. That's what bothers me, is the Republican Party's ability to shit on the Constitution while waving the flag. And they do it all the time. That's how we ended up with gerrymandered districts. That's how come Texas is red, baby, and we're working to make it blue.
Oh, it's gonna be blue.
It's because they
getting
lie,
blue.
cheat, and steal, and they don't have a problem doing that because they do it under the pretext of patriotism, baby. Look
You
at
know
me.
Russia's going to fuck with the next election, don't you?
Yes, they are.
Russia's going to fuck with them.
We have to worry about that shit
Wait,
nowadays.
Wait. You act like they stopped.
Yeah, they haven't.
Right.
No.
They're in the background doing fuckery all the time.
Everything
Come on.
we're living in right now
Yes.
has been Russian interference.
Russia, China, there's a few others.
Russia,
sneaking in
Russia,
there,
Russia.
too.
See? Donnie would say, oh, look, there they go again. Russia, Russia, Russia. Yeah, because that's who you sucked up to. That's who you tied yourself to. And Kim Jong-un, let's don't forget the love letters. Yeah. Did you see any love letters from Merkel? Or
No,
any
it
of the
doesn't
other
belong to
world
him
leaders?
anyhow.
No.
I saw some looks of disdain.
Yeah, I did too. I saw that.
But any letters like that to Trump don't belong to him. They belong to the Hall of Records. What is it? The archives.
Archives.
They don't belong to Trump.
None of it belonged to Trump. None of it belonged to Trump.
John, are you sure you haven't been on CNN lately?
Me?
Yeah. Because I'm going to post a thing on the chat right now that shows you being interviewed
Hey, Bear.
as a dumb
Squirrel.
yeah,
Named Bear.
dumb,
Go ahead.
a dumb MAGA nut.
Say that again. I got
I mean-
distracted by a squirrel.
Well, it's got a photo of you being interviewed on CNN. I've just posted.
Oh,
the
really?
chat.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell
Yeah.
y'all. I wasn't going to tell y'all.
Was that
That was
was
me.
that you, John? Or
Yeah, that
was
was me.
it that,
Yeah,
AI?
they came out here with reporters. Yeah, that's
you
the
see
ticket.
it
And
there?
yeah, they put me on the headline. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Yeah, you got your T-shirt on and everything.
Yeah, that's me.
me.
Yeah, they don't want to come out here and interview me. Nobody wants to come out here and interview my ass. I'll tell you what, though. I am proud of this Blue Dot family. We have grown quite a bit in the last week or so. And the last 2 weeks, I'd say. Both on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. We've
You're
hit
not
over
getting any
30,000
growing
on Facebook now. What's that?
You haven't had any growing pains?
Oh, I've had growing pains, buddy. I got
What?
pains. Shit, are you shitting?
What?
You know what I
What are you
told?
talking
You know
about?
what I told Joe earlier? This is pitiful. I gotta go get something done about this shit. I'm in there trying to hang a new shower curtain for my wife, and I'm about halfway through hooking them little hooks up there when I am having a hard time raising my right arm to get up there, and that's not good. It was extremely painful. I got the job done because what's pain? Weakness leaving the body, they say.
John,
It's a lot of weakness, baby.
John,
Yes, dear.
the doctor has told you to come in many, many times.
Yes, he has.
He ain't trying to hear all that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a Trump or
You know what the deal is. It's not going to
Hey,
get
hey,
better
hey,
by
look at here,
itself.
look at here. I got a pain patch right there. See the pain patch? Right there.
All right, it's not going to get better by itself.
No.
Hey, John.
Yes,
my
dear.
friend had double surgery on his shoulders, replacement, and he said he never felt better.
Never got better?
Never felt
See?
better.
See? He never got better. See, why would I want to go do something that's going to put it in there? It's never going to get better.
What happens is
He's
you
got
hear what's
Squirrel
going
wax
to
in
hear.
his ear.
And he was
Have
about
they-
your age, and he feels
Hey, John,
really, really good.
I've got...
Have they
you know,
done that injection in your joint?
Yes, yeah. I just got one not long ago. I just got a cortisone shot in there.
I had one 2 years ago, and the pain has gone away. I've never had.
Oh, no.
other
I've had
problems.
cortisone shots in this shoulder probably 8, 9
John.
times. Yes, dear.
It's not going to
It's
get
not going
better.
away, is it?
And when you
Repeat
go
after
to do
me, it
actions
gets
like
better.
putting the shower curtain up, it's going to remind you, you may have
Oh,
got a
it-
shot in me,
Yeah.
but I'm still hurt.
I'm walking around
John,
waving
there's
to
one
people
other-
going, hey, how y'all doing?
There's one other solution, John.
What? Whack it
You have
off?
You have two sons you could
I
ask to
do.
help.
I do.
Yes,
Right?
you do.
They were in
Other
there
sons
at the
from-
moment discussing politics with their mama, and I could hear them because they were all pissed off at who was it at this morning here in jack it off, Jordan, going ballistic on TV on CNN, I think it was, defending Trump, just Hillary and Joe Biden and everybody was Anyway, let me thank Alan. Hey, Alan Roberts, Alan from Canada, really? I'm glad I seen that. That's the guy that sends me my funny times. Came in with a $3 donation through Super Chat and said, did Trump win the lottery with Florida judge? Fuck Trump. He thinks he did, Alan. He thinks he did, but as we was discussing earlier, I don't think so this time, Charlie.
She knows better
Did
this
he
time.
say fuck Trump?
What? I think he said fuck Trump. Right here on the show. Right here, right there. It's written right there.
Right there.
Right there.
This is
John.
And
family
God and everybody
stuff,
can see that. It
and
says
he
fuck
said
Trump right there.
He did.
Right
I'll-
there.
Damn.
If I
Did
can
you
go
see
back
that? It
to
says
Steve
fuck Trump.
Ackerman,
Holy crap.
I love my flag. I don't know who that Brandon guy is, but fuck Trump.
John?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the song I like to sing around here. Alan, thank you very much, and thank you so much for my funny times. I could do an ad for that thing. If y'all don't know what funny times is, y'all look it up because that's worth the read for anybody with a liberal thought mind process or a
Hey, John,
Bill Jones.
can I
Look
go
at there, tuck front right there, right there in front of God and everybody.
Yeah.
Give me
Bill
time.
just says
Yes.
Trump.
Yes.
John, I'm gonna have to bid you all adieu. Grandpa duty has
Oh,
arisen.
Grandpa duty has started.
Yeah, it has started. So God bless everyone.
Bless
I
you
love you
too,
all.
brother. And thank
And,
you and your lovely wife for the menudo and
You
the hot
betcha,
sauce
and-
because I'm gonna have fun with that later.
Well, a little touch of mayonnaise before you taste that hot sauce again. It could cool it down a little bit.
Yeah, more like after the hot sauce, eat a bunch of ice cream.
There you go.
That way, when you're
Milk
sitting on the pot later,
yes, milk helps.
you can be sitting there saying, "Come on, ice cream! Come on, ice cream!"
Rock and
Milk
roll.
helps.
And
Good night,
Joe,
everybody.
thank you again for the
Thank you.
menudo, for the hot sauce, and for being such a good friend, brother.
Goodbye, my friend.
Take care of yourself.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
You going, Joe? You going as well, Joe?
What's that?
What?
Is Joe leaving?
Yeah, Joe's gone.
Yes.
Yes. He's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had to go do
Okay.
grandpa duty.
Back to the CNN part. You know, they did a scathing story on Pat Robinson's They did a scathing obituary on Pat Robinson.
Did they?
Did they have a moment of silence?
For Pat, yes, can we have a moment of silence for Pat Robertson?
Second.
Oh, excuse me.
Did you see?
Moment of
Did you
silence.
see the village people are suing the Trump campaign for
Yes.
using their fucking
Really?
song?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
MCA.
It's about time. He's
Yep.
been playing it forever.
It's
Okay.
they
Well,
could get a
you
couple
know,
million out of this.
You-
Since the Republican Party has come out against gay people, I would think it is about time.
It is
Yeah,
about time.
Absolutely.
And you know the other song that he uses that just really, and Marcia mentioned this today to me, because they were showing a news clip of his rally there, and they were playing "God Bless the USA," that song by Lee Greenwood.
Bruce,
Yes.
oh, Bruce,
He ruined that
no,
song.
Okay.
He ruined that song. I like that song. Now every time I do hear it, I think to Trump. Boy, howdy shit.
Yeah.
You know,
John,
I
you
like
have
Bruce
to
Springsteen.
you have to reassociate the music, honey.
I do.
You-
I do.
You have
Because
been
it is a good
traumatized.
song. It is
You
a
have
good
been
song, and I
traumatized.
wish his followers would listen to it. It's not about him. It's about this country.
No,
It's about
Yeah.
we the people, all of us.
but you know, him and his followers can't seem to get off the
No,
narcissistic
baby, they have a
train.
list of people who they
because- yeah.
consider Americans, and guess what? You're not on the
I'm
list,
not
baby.
one of them.
You're not on the
Hey,
list,
John?
baby. I'm sorry. Yes, dear.
Not
No,
to-
well,
not
you
to
know, I
interrupt,
got the wrong color tone.
Yeah.
Biker Leo has his hand up.
Who? Oh,
Biker Leo.
Jesus.
Leo.
Okay.
Oh, good, because I want to ask him a question. I
Good.
got questions for this guy. I do. And I'm going to put my serious
Are you
voice
gonna
on
talk?
here when he comes in the room because I have questions for him. Leo,
I'm here.
did you enjoy the Tim Cormall show?
I loved it. We had a good time.
Outstanding,
Um,
brother. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I'm sure it's on my iPad.
Well, and most of it it's almost 2 hours long, John.
Yes.
Most of it is we read word for word.
Oh,
the
did
charging
you?
document.
Did you?
did.
Good.
And I had a little fun with that too. By the way, would
Yes.
you all like to know? Would you like to hear my impression of Donald J.
Let,
Trump
let
right
me
now?
let me hear your
Oh,
impression.
sure.
It's the one right now today. It is. If there's a smile on my face, it's only there trying to fool the public.
There you go. You know what quote I like from
And,
him today?
John, I have bigger news. I
What?
have bigger news.
What big news? Give
I have
us the
made big
news.
time.
Huh?
I have made the big time.
You made the big time. What's the deal?
I did.
Are you going to Hollywood?
No,
Congress.
no,
You
but I
go to
cannot, I
what?
cannot be viewed or listened to in Russia.
You've been banned from Russia?
On a list?
I have
Oh.
been banned from Russia. I
Comrade,
posted
I'm
the
sorry to hear
picture,
that, brother.
I did a screenshot of it. They, for whatever reason, Russia thinks that I don't know what the hell they think I am. All I
Really?
know is I'm banned. They can't view my
The
videos
hell,
in
I'd be
Russian
wearing
now.
that as a badge of. I wonder if they let
You're
me through.
goddamn right I am.
Hey, you're in good company, okay?
Yeah, you're in good company, brother. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
And,
John, I
and
imagine
if you
somewhere
ever
along
see
the line
Smokey
you had
Robinson
that
again,
same
okay?
thing.
What's that, Leo?
I said, I imagine somewhere along the line you probably just didn't see it. I would imagine that you have that someplace.
Shit, I get shit all the time. I don't look at.
It might be a new ban kind of thing.
new
I don't
ban.
know, but I have banned from having my videos
Well,
viewed
we're
in
we're
Russia.
making it worldwide, Leo. And if they're banning you, that means you're around the world too, baby. Our
That can
voices.
only
That's the
come
thank
from
goodness for this thing, the internet.
Hey, Leo.
That allows our voices
If
to
they're
travel that
banning
far.
you, if they're banning you, you must be doing something
Must
right.
be doing something right, brother.
Yes.
They don't
That's
like
the way
what
I
you're
DOT.
saying.
I think the algorithm probably picked up on too many Putins being said. And
Oh, Putin, Putin, Putin sucks. I got a shirt that says Putin is a
ban
dick.
on
I'll wear
Facebook.
it.
This was a Facebook ban.
No, here you
Right.
go,
Now,
go
they didn't
again.
ban me from Facebook, but they said that my videos cannot be viewed in Russia.
Okay.
That's what
I
they
think
say.
that's hilarious.
I'm sure they're smuggling them in, brother. Wherever there's an
Ah.
open
You know, those
satellite, they're
Russians-
getting it.
Those Russian
Comrade.
kids,
Comrade.
the Russian kids would be able to, I'm sure, get any news from any part of the world that they want through their hacking abilities and their skills on searching the net. I'm sure that the Russian people know what's going on or do know of the news through their kids, not through their own TV.
Yeah, all
The
I can
kids
see
are
is
probably
some guy
telling them
named
everything.
Boris. All I can see is some guy named Boris standing there on a corner in Moscow going, "Comrade,
Hey.
comrade, look, you want biker wisdom video? I have all."
Pulling his code open. Here, I got a video here. Look at here. Yes, I'm glad, Leo. Good. I'm
Anyway,
telling
and
you.
people now went real well today. I got to get off because I am fixing to watch Jen Psaki talking about this whole charging thing. So I want to get
Oh
off
my
and go
Lord,
look at
we're already going pretty well time anyway.
Yeah, well, I had to throw a little bit. So
It's your job, Leo. Face it, buddy. When you're doing this shit, it is your job.
all right.
Leo,
Well, anyway, y'all
again,
take
thank
care
you
of
for
yourself.
using your voice, brother. I'm going to give a listen to Tim's show later on. I'm glad you're on there using your voice on there. I hope you had a great time. I know. Hey, did you enjoy? Was there a clown car?
No, well, wait, no, I don't believe there was a clown car. I don't
No?
think there was. I've
Joe
heard that before,
Santorsa
but I
didn't do a little thing?
No.
It was probably dedicated to the indictment.
He
The
might
overload.
have, but it was. We had to really cram a lot into that 2 hours. So.
Yeah, he tries to get a lot in there. Anyway, Leo, take care of yourself, brother. And again, thank you for using your voice. And for those
All
that
right.
you
Y'all
don't
be good.
know, look for Leo Sahaki. Look for Biker Wisdom. Look for Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. Anything else there, Leo?
No, that's about it. Well, don't look for me in Russia. You ain't gonna.
Don't
find
look for him in Russia. You ain't gonna. Well, unless you see the guy on the corner. And then
And
go
my
for it,
answer
baby.
my answer to Donnie is, but when it comes down to fooling me, now, honey, that's quite a different subject. I'll leave
All
it
right.
with
Damn, Leo, you're sounding good, brother.
We don't want any copyright infringements going on. Leo, are you gonna be putting together your YouTube channel again?
I am, but I still haven't worked out the whole thing with the restream stuff. As soon as I do, I will. John, I'm probably going to be calling on you to talk to Travis
Call-
for me and say how
Call
do I do
anytime,
this?
Leo. Yeah, I know. I have to go to Travis to get it all. I got OBS and Discord running here. And,
Did you guys kick that Biker Wisdom over on Facebook
Yes.
for sure?
and
I'm there.
Restream. That's the 3 programs I'm running right now. Restream, OBS, and Discord. And they all have to intertwine.
Now, I do have a quick question before I go with restream. Do
Right.
I got to get the paid one,
No,
or can I deal with the free one for?
no, you can deal with the free one. Yeah,
that's what we're talking
and
about.
that yeah, because I'm gonna have to upgrade pretty soon. When I go with the plans that I told you about.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to increase the cost of doing this because I'm going to have to upgrade my internet service and I'm going to have to go to a paid version of Restream and several other issues that.
John?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, Leo, take
Bye,
care of yourself,
Leo.
brother.
Hi, Leo.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you know what I ought to do?
Boy, he got quite the
Credits.
falsetto going on there. Credits, John.
Okay,
Credits.
credits. Is it this one? No, but you can send us a letter at Post Office Box 260044. I was tickled to death to get my card from Trudy and my Funny Times. That's not the right button. My buttons aren't working, and I'm having to use the. Nope, we already did that one. No, that's the Supreme Court. It's got to be that one. It's the only one I didn't hit. Of course it is.
Nope, that's
I need
Blue
my
Dot
buttons
Meeting.
back. So when I started the show, Travis wasn't here. He's in town with Rose, so my tech guy not here. Let me thank Michael Johnson, who just came in again with $2. Thank you, KY. I enjoyed Leo's show yesterday. I seen this this morning in Fuck Trump. Yes, I watched him live when he did his live show yesterday. Again, he does a fantastic job. Just, because Leo's, he, just like me and others, Tim Cormall, so many that use their voice. It's serious for us. This is what we do. So yes, all our donations we highly appreciate it, because some of the shit we have to pay for, and Leo's gonna have to do the same thing at some point. So yeah, it doesn't come free, but it comes from the heart, baby. So anyway, I guess we ought to wrap it up. Ed,
Yes, John.
thank you for coming in, brother.
Pleasure, John.
Enjoyed your voice, brother.
Thank you. Just waiting for Georgia to make the announcement. My home state.
Yes.
It's great to have both Ossoff and Warnock to represent
I
my
bet.
home state.
I bet, because you're a whole lot better off than I am, buddy. I got Cruz and Cornyn.
Blue.
We're trying, baby. We're trying hard. Georgia can make it. So can Texas, baby.
Oh, John, I wanted to, and Dave, Aussie Dave, it's great to have you in the room. It's lovely to have someone from down under.
We all second that.
We hope to hear from you again soon.
I'm only here for the summer because the Australian weather's too cold in winter, so I'm here in America for summer.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Mentally, he's here for the summer. Because in Australia, it's getting cold down under.
Yeah, we're getting down to 50 degrees.
Ooh, shit. Ozzy, do you know where we were today? Temperature-wise. Temperature-wise, 101 degrees. Tomorrow forecast will be 103, and the next few days it's going to be 104. That's what my forecast is like for the next few days. Huh? That's your weather. You're not outside for just a few minutes and you're sweating. I mean, and my truck doesn't have air conditioning. I had to use the truck today to go to town real quick, and man, I had all four of them windows down and just still sweating to death. My truck has 255 air conditioner, 455. Roll down four windows, drive 55. Huh?
That explains why I've got cold feet and a hot head.
That's it.
Down under it's cold, and up there it's hot.
There you go. Temperature.
But in the middle, it's just the right temperature.
There you go, baby. Yeah. Anyway, Ed, thank you. Ozzy, Dave, always, brother, always a pleasure. Yeah. We
mate,
enjoy it anytime you come in here. Huh?
My last words, mate.
Go ahead.
To all Americans, I'll say it again, vote numbers too big to read, too real to steal. Make a statement to the world that you are the country we thought you are.
We'll stand up and do our part, brother. We're fighting for it.
The world's behind it.
There you go.
The world is behind the DOJ. This man is so hated, mate. He's such a threat. Get rid of him.
We're going to do our best, Ozzy. Thank you. And come back, brother. Come back. We like it.
Certainly.
All right.
Certainly. I'll come back in summer. A cooler summer.
A cooler summer. Yeah. And Linda, I'm glad you got in here tonight. Thank you, baby.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So why is Michael Johnson KY? I asked him for a friend.
Not for the reason you're thinking.
KY is from Kentucky.
He's from Kentucky.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he's from Kentucky. I met Michael in San Antonio this last Blue Dot family meeting that we had up there, and he's a kick in the butt. And yeah, he nicknamed KY. He's from Kentucky, and yeah.
That is funny, because I was thinking...
Yeah, I know what you were thinking.
We're good.
We all know what you were thinking.
Oh,
Linda, thank you for coming up, baby. Anytime you want.
Okay.
Join the conversation. We'd love to have you.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, baby. And Mr. Chick.
Yes, John.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
I'm telling you, you and Bernadette, I call you my co-host now because I couldn't. Sometimes I just don't think I could do this show without y'all. And I'm
Well,
thankful
Oh,
for
you
every
would do
time
it
I
all.
look down there and I see y'all there.
but when you
We
look
just here
down
to
there, do
help.
you see any squirrels pushing the like, share, and subscribe button?
Let me look. Oh, there he is. Let me get the little son of a bitch out. Hit that. Oh, shit, don't point. Uh, yeah, I can't swing at squirrels too good either. Do like,
Well,
share, and
then don't.
subscribe, please. It helps. Our family is growing. We went for those that give a shit. We went over 500,000 likes on TikTok. I think last time I looked, we were at 504,000. That's over 500,000 likes. Our numbers are up to I think 64,007 or 800 on there. We went up over 30,000 on Facebook, and we're still gaining on YouTube. This family grows every time I turn around. It's getting bigger, and it ain't me. It's this family as a group. So to every one of you, I say thank you.
Not a cult, though.
No, not a cult. Not a cult. No, not a cult. Just a family, baby. But it's a big family. Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you.
You're welcome, John.
And Bernadette,
You're welcome, my man.
thank you for being here, darling. Thank you so much.
Not a
I
problem.
was going to call you, and as soon as I remembered the reason I was going to call you, I'll probably call you.
Okay.
There's
Hey, John,
something
why-
I was going to call you about, and it's off the
Call
wall.
me.
As soon as when I remember it, I'll call you. I'll call you. I can't remember
Well,
what
them
the shit
squirrels
it was.
got you going
I
tonight,
mean
huh?
to tell you,
Yes,
they're running all over the place. My head's going all
He
ways.
must have a herd of squirrels.
It's
We
a
will have to get you some
infestation, I
shots.
think. Damn. And it brings to mind there is one real one. And Vicky's been getting a kick out of it, looking out the back door. And I think the squirrel's just sitting out there going, nah, 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 nah.
I have a squirrel that laughs at my dog every day.
And I think
He
this
sits up in the
squirrel's
chair
getting into
and
it.
chuckles at him. Yeah.
Just sits there and has that little thing up in his mouth, just looking at that dog. That dog's sitting there barking at it. Yeah, that squirrel don't mean shit. Anyway, we love you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to everybody on YouTube, on Facebook, to all those names going by that support us on our Patreon page. Thank you so much. And to those that gave a la carte tonight, thank you so much for keeping us in your thoughts. Anyway, James Price, have a good night. Jeanette Miller, Jeff Curry, Michael Johnson. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight.
Oh,
Good night.
John.
Yes.
One thing.
What one thing? I forgot.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We will be back here
Indictment day.
live.
Arraignment day.
Arraignment day, baby. We done got the indictment. Tuesday,
Yep.
his ass goes into the jail. Then we're gonna. So yes, please come back by here on Tuesday. We're gonna have plenty to talk about, I think. In the meantime, y'all take care and put a smile on your face, because we damn sure have a reason to. Try to give it away. I'm trying to give it away to my neighbor down the street. I don't think he's into it though. I don't know. We'll see y'all later. Oh, I'm reaching for a button and my buttons don't work.
A smile is just a frown turned
That's
upside down.
all, baby.
So,
Y'all take care.
Let him go
Oh,
on
I'm
and
on
do
a-
his frown thing, okay?
Y'all take care. Bye.